There's a random text from my manager just yesterday. He was like, just pitched you for Redhead guy. Cool, man. Thanks.
Did he clarify what project?
No, I guess it was just some cool role that he was like, hey,
I pitched you for Redhead guy.
I said, cool, man. Thanks. That is your job. I do have red hair. Thank you for pitching me.
Wow.
I called him. I was like, why did you just tell me?
He didn't clarify if it's a commercial or if it's a
I called him.
episodic.
No, it's a film.
Okay.
And he was just, it's a fun role. And he just wanted to tell me about it. I said, but the text was like, just pitch you Redhead. I was like, I hope you're doing that often.
I hope you do that all the time. Did you just realize I'm the redhead guy?
You have red hair? Michael.
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.
Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Rex of Corbin.
He's a redhead guy.
You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for more juicy content. Thank you to your sports on Patreon. Follow us on our Twitter account. Subscribe and hit that like button.
It's funny, like it was a stretch for him, by the way. I think you can pull it off.
Let me know if you.
But I want you to know.
Let me know if you think you could do this.
If you think you can pull off redhead guy.
I don't know. It might be a stretch.
A real stretch for him.
Brainstorming is my super.
This is something Scott talked about because he's a redhead. Mm-hmm. He said that redheads, for the most part, don't typically get attracted to other redheads.
That's true.
That is a true thing, huh?
I had an ex that I went out with on and off many times through middle school and high school.
Yeah. I mean, it's true for Scott. Anybody he's ever been with,
relationship.
No redheads.
Yeah, really the only redhead I've ever been attracted to, but she had it was almost purpley red. It's a very unique red color. That's the only time I've really ever been attracted to redheads.
So he's speaking truth. For the most part, that redheads typically aren't attracted to redheads.
I mean, if it was my color, maybe. But typical redheads
you got a wide range.
Are like my beard.
Right,
like
you got a wide
ginger,
range
or
of red
Scott.
hair.
Scott has ginger. Yeah. The most ginger part about me is actually my beard.
Yeah.
My beard is much more gingerish red than my hair is.
Scotty's hair is a deeper red than your hair.
Yeah, my hair is auburn.
Yeah.
Brown red.
Yeah.
But anyways, today, what are we doing, Rick?
We are going to react to something that we have never seen before, and as we watch it, you're going to be watching it with us, and together, we're going to have a shared human experience unlike anything in the history of television.
This is a song.
Okay.
Read this.
It's Pachai Nirame Revisited. Studio concert live. HariCharan. Drums Kumaran Collective. It's a live cover. Okay.
Your mom was live under the covers.
Oh.
I need one of those.
That was not soft sticks.
We've seen them before.
Yeah.
Didn't we? You recognize them?
Yeah, I'm just... If he's multi-tracking, this isn't live. It's partially live.
பச்சை நிறமே இச்சை மூட்டும் பச்சை நிறமே புல்லின் சிரிப்பும் பச்சை நிறமே எனக்கு சம்மதம் தருமே பச்சை நிறமே இலையின் நிறமை பச்சை நிறமே உந்தன் நரம்பும் பச்சை நிறமே எனக்கு சம்மதம் தருமே நீ எனக்கு சம்மதம் தருமே எனக்கு சம்மதம் தருமே.
It's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a violin with a strap.
Maybe it's because it's electric. It's pretty cool, though. You don't have to hold it.
Yeah.
கிளையில் காணும் கிளியின் மூக்கு விடலை பெண்ணின் வெற்றிலை நாக்கு புத்தம் புதிதாய் ரத்த ரோஜா பூமி தொடாத பிள்ளையின் பாத சிவப்பும் உந்தன் கோபம் எல்லா சிவப்பும் உந்தன் கோபம் அந்திவானம் அரைக்கும் மஞ்சள் அக்னி கொழுந்தில் பூத்த மஞ்சள் தங்கத்தோடு ஜடித்த மஞ்சள் கொன்றை பூவில் குளித்த மஞ்சள் 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 மாலை நிலவின் மரகத மஞ்சள் எல்லாம் தங்கும் உந்தன் மஞ்சள் சகியே ஸ்நேகிதியே
It's got a little reggae feel on the chorus.
காதலில் 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 நிறமுண்டு சகியே ஸ்நேகிதியே
That's fun.
அன்பே அன்பே உனக்கும் நிறமுண்டு நிபா மபா நிபா
I love that feel change. Beautiful.
Play the funky beat, yeah. Play the funky beat, yeah. Get up in my gizzard, yeah.
வெள்ளை நிறமே வெள்ளை நிறமே மழையில் உடையும் தும்பை நிறமே வெள்ளை நிறமே வெள்ளை நிறமே விழியில் பாதி உள்ள நிறமே மழையில் உடையும் தும்பை நிறமே உனது மனசு நிறமே உனது மனசு நிறமே உனது மனசு நிறமே உனது மனசு நிறமே
That's what Coke Studio used to be.
That's true.
That was great. So it was 95, 96% live. The only thing he did was they layered some vocals after the fact, which it's still, this is a live performance.
Why did they need this if they have two pianos over here?
Because of the particular sound that thing gives off.
The piano can't do it?
No, those two keyboards he's using probably don't have that particular sound in that particular keyboard. And also there's an effect on it as well where he could slide it. It's just not all keyboards can produce the same sounds. So there's a specialized sound. It's the same reason why you'd use, say, a harmonium. The notes on a harmonium, they're the same note representation as a standard keyboard, but there's not 88 keys. It's about much less, but the sound is totally different because the harmonium has air going through it like an accordion. So you could probably replicate it with a synth sound, but it's not going to be exactly the same. But
Gotcha.
yeah, that was lovely. really nice. And love live.
If you could
Love live.
instantly be a master at any of these instruments here, and I know obviously you can play some of them, but like you can instantly be a master at it. So I guess piano being more of a master,
Right.
than you already. And I know you can play some of the other things, but which one would you? You can't be any of the others after you pick it though.
Yeah, piano.
It'd still be piano.
It would still be piano.
Yeah.
I love playing the piano. And if
Over
if-
any instrument in the world,
Yeah.
you would still pick piano.
Yep. I would still pick piano because the thought of if I was able to play anything and everything, oh my goodness. Well, you know what's so wild about that? I had this conversation with Andrew. He was our pianist for the show Used Car Lot that I did.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys, and this is so common. Put a chart in front of him and he'll read it and play it in the moment.
Yeah.
Which most instrumentalists have to do, especially if you're a gig artist here in LA. You've got to be able to go in and they put the chart in front of you and you got to play it. Maybe not with any rehearsals. You just got to go. And he loves it. He loves that challenge.
Which is
but
why-
like a lot of people who do that, he's not very good at all at improvising or writing. He wants it presented in front of him, and he loves the challenge of playing an arrangement that he's looking at for the first time. But someone like me, who doesn't read a chart and play it, I mean, I can read music, but I can't read a piano chart. I can read a vocal part. I know where the notes are, and I know what's going
There's a lot
on.
of really successful artists that can't read music, surprisingly.
Yeah, I forgot someone who said it recently. They said the most important thing in any instrumentation, whether if you're singing, if you're playing, the single most important thing is going to be your intuition. And can you interpret the music the right way? Because some of the greatest artists of all time and the masters of instruments, for example, here in the West, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimi Hendrix, neither one of them were taught, neither one of them could read music, but they were who they are. That's very Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Paul McCartney doesn't read and write music. Paul frickin' McCartney. But his musical instincts and his intuition are as good as it gets. It really is the highest accolade. It's so funny. It's the grass is greener concept. I have such astonishment at a guy like Andrew, who you could put the most complex arrangement in front of him and he's going to play it. He's just going to, it'd be like you reading a book out loud. He can just play it. And he feels that way about someone like me, or even more, Micah, who can hear music from La La Land and real quick pluck it out and get it. Because that just doesn't, his brain doesn't work in that way.
And I'm different because I don't care about any of you.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we all have our quirks.
Music's also a really strange combination of right and left brain. As I'm predominantly artistic side, and so much of music is fixed and analytical and numeric.
Is it?
Yes.
I tried to learn.
The craziest thing about people who can read a chart, especially, let's get into this aspect, what conductors have to read. It just blows my mind what a conductor has to be able to read on their chart, because they have everybody's chart. And what's crazy is, let's say the key is the song is in the key of A. Mm-hmm. That means you have to transpose it for the horns, because horns aren't all tuned. You know, people don't talk about the tuning of a horn because you don't tune a horn.
You toot it.
But they're built.
Toot.
There's like a B flat horn.
I toot my own all the time.
So if there's a B flat horn, but the song is in the key of A, that means you give the piano player and you give the violins and you give the guitarist a chart in the key of A.
I feel like Winona Ryder.
But if you give a chart to the B flat horns, they're going to be playing a step up. So you've got to transpose it for the B flat horns. And when you're reading the note, you got to be able to tell the B flat horns the note they're playing that's going to match with the A chart. It's wild.
You having fun talking to yourself?
And when you're reading a chart, if you're reading a piano chart, for example, in the treble clef and the bass clef, you're reading the notes that are going along, and the bass clef is typically your left hand, the treble clef is typically your right hand, but you're reading up and down and left to right. It's amazing. Musicians are amazing. Anyway.
They're also mostly on drugs.
That's true.
Anyways, let us know any other videos from them or other
Live music
that we can react to. Anything else we need to know down below?
The biggest, the baddest, wackiest, funniest, filmiest show on earth.
Never forget.